So you want to know what happened? Okay, that's fine with me. I'll just sit here and tell you exactly what happened.
Welcome both of you to the Glasgow Film Festival, and congratulations on your film. When I was watching it, I was thinking, I hope this isn't based on a true story. Can you tell me a little bit about where the idea originally came from?
Well, I think just because I'm a Laurel and Hardy fan, I was kind of just imagining what would happen in a slapstick film if what happened really affected the human body. So that was kind of the first inspiration, you know, these people would die. So that was the initial idea. Of course, very much then, from then, we wanted to make it as Aberdonian and as Doric, you might have noticed, as possible.
What the fuck are we going to do, Andy? Just give me time to fucking think for a minute, will you? I've just fucking killed somebody here and you're making fucking jokes. What the fuck's up with you? Is your brain fucking sliding out your lungs? Jesus fucking Christ, man. What the fuck's going on today?
I did notice a few kind of hints of the Doric in there. We see a lot of Scottish films that are trying to be like American films or something like that, and I really liked the fact that it was pretty defiantly kind of Aberdeen based. Was that always part of the idea of it? Were you always keen on making that part of the film?
Very much so. I mean, largely, and these questions were easier to answer in London than Glasgow, but you know, the comedy output from BBC Scotland is so Glasgow-centric. You very rarely hear a Doric-speaking accent there. So I thought, fuck it, just once we might as well try and do it our own way. You know, because we had the money, we didn't have to ask anyone for money, so we just did it the way we wanted to do it.
One of the things that's mentioned, Laurel and Hardy did, you get great performances, great comic performances from your cast. How did you find these two guys to play the removal men?
Well, I'd worked with them before, Patrick and Scotty, and they did a sci-fi film for me, which came out in America, which is a small film, but they were very keen to do a Doric film because Scotty particularly had travelled about doing auditions in various places and they were always telling him to calm the accent down. So I thought, well, just for once, don't calm the accent down. Just do it, because that's the way Scotty speaks, that's the way Patrick speaks, you know. So we just, rather than do it defiantly, we just didn't tone it down for a change.
Yeah, the question is, do you think that the language in the film, it maybe, you know, will stop it probably turning up on TV on a Sunday night at 8 o'clock?
Possibly. One of the earliest notes we got from Scottish Screen was kind of tone down the swearing. So the next draft I did, I went fucking cunt, fuck, you know, because that's the way, we went out with those Doric speaking removal men, and that's the way they spoke, you know, they F and blind everything. So we just wrote what was true, you know, we didn't just do it for the sake of putting lots of swearing in.
I should point out the language used in this Q&A in no way reflects the views of Glasgow Film Festival or anything like that.
If anybody was counting, there are 440 fucks in the film, which I think makes it the sweariest film ever made. So that's a record for us.